capital at, I want to say, affordable level, so that they don't have to depend on donors, which come with conditionalities to them.
But when you look at Africa, we really rely on donor funding, and we always have, this bowl, a begging bowl, that we approach the developed countries with in terms of assisting us. Do you think the current leadership is committed to ensuring that they use their own resources to invest in infrastructure? Because infrastructure is the lifeblood of commerce.
This is what I'm saying. I know that there is a general commitment by the leadership, but some of them, they lack the actual capital. And that's why we are proposing the creation of African Infrastructure Fund. How is it likely to work? We are proposing already, we have had already meetings with fund managers. We want to use quite a bit of capital that is lying idle in the continent. Like there are a lot of sovereign funds, then there are pension funds, then there are some insurance funds which are available in the continent. And this money is actually lying idle. And we're saying that we are talking about a 5% agenda, meaning most of these institutions managing some of these funds will invest 5% of the funds into the infrastructure development. So we are creating an infrastructure development fund institution. So they're not giving it as a token or a charity. It is an investment, so that the African countries can be able to borrow from that pool. And the interest rate will be manageable, much lower. And use this for infrastructure development in the continent. So it is like a win-win. In other words, the institution will be able to gain through some interest that will be paid. But the issue now, how do you de-risk that kind of investment? De-risking is here. And here we're talking to other institutions like the African Development Bank, the European Development Bank, the World Bank, and IMF and so on, that they can come here and help to de-risk this investment by these institutions, rather than themselves giving direct loan to these countries. However, this way we will be able to create a big pool of funds from which African countries can borrow to at least develop these cross-cutting infrastructure